Okay, so we've obviously come to Wales to test out the mic, as you would. Okay, we're at some castle. There's a drone racing competition going on, apparently an international one at that. We'll see. So it's supposed to be an all-day event, so I think we'll stick around for a good few hours here. This is being recorded with the built-in mic on the D800 because I also want to test out recording with the DSLR as opposed to with the camcorder. There are a number of downsides and upsides and stuff, but just want to test it out really. So this is because on the DSLR you can adjust the volume levels. This is set to auto just to keep it simple. So now I'm going to switch over to the Rode mic and see what difference that makes. Okay, so this is now being recorded with the Rode VideoMic Pro, which is mounted directly on top of the camera. I don't know if you can hear the whizzing around, that's the drones just buzzing around. So yeah, I wonder what the sound difference like. Hello! So, at the beach now, because I wanted to test out the performance of the mic, well, compare it, what it's like against the built-in mic and so on, in windy conditions. So, I'm going to turn around so that the wind's blowing nicely towards the camera now, and yeah. This is the built-in mic. Okay, so this is the built-in mic on the D800. Let's switch it over to the Rode and see what happens then. Okay, so now switched over to the Rode. So this is just the Rode mic without the deadcat. Okay, so I imagine that the sound is a little bit better, but the wind's still going to get picked up. Okay, I would expect it for the time being, because I'm facing the wind, it's probably not too bad. But when I turn you around, and now the wind's blowing directly into the mic, I imagine it's pretty noisy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the deadcat on, which is supposed to reduce the wind noise, and see what happens then. Okay, so this is now recording with the deadcat on. So the whole point of a deadcat is basically to stop the wind noise from reaching the microphone. So I've never used a deadcat sort of mic before, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what the difference is compared to the previous two clips that you just saw, because it is a little bit windy. So at the moment I'm facing the wind, so it's coming from behind the mic. Okay, now if I turn around, okay, now the wind's blowing directly into the mic, so I'm quite curious to see whether there's going to be much wind noise or whether the deadcat's going to manage to cancel it all out. So yeah, now you know. Okay, so we're back now from Wales, back at home, and the Rode VideoMic Pro has been tested as far as I need it tested anyway. So I'm quite happy with the mic. I think to get the most out of it, it depends really what speakers you use to actually listen to the audio with. Because I know when I try to back out there, when I tried to listen back on the camera, it didn't really sound any different. The difference, especially when there's no wind involved, the difference was negligible. Definitely not worth the extra spend. But then when I came back home, put the footage on the laptop, put my headphones on, I could definitely tell the difference then. And then obviously we went down to the beach to see what the deadcat, what sort of difference it made. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought it would make more of a difference. But I think there are different grades of deadcats. So what I may consider later on at some point, depending on what I find it like, I may end up getting a more heavy duty one, if you like. But we'll see what happens with that. For the time being, I'm just going to stick to what I've got. Also, I was pleasantly surprised with the video quality from the D800. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stick to recording with the DSLR for now, at least for the next trip. See how it goes, because I was a bit worried about the weight of it, because it is over 1.5 kilograms, and it doesn't seem like much, but when you've got that on your extended arm or on a selfie stick or tripod or something, you can definitely feel it. But for the time being, yeah, I'll give the DSLR a go, and we'll probably still carry the camcorder as a backup. We'll see how it goes. So, would I recommend this? Well, see for yourself. Get it if you don't like it, return it. But I'm going to be keeping it. I'm quite happy with it. So that's thumbs up from me. See ya.